set to go. Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. Smith going to go to the air first play. He completes this to Walker. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose.
And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll get 34 yards there.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Smith. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Geno now to throw. Short throw to Disley. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Logan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Logan. And so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Taken down at the 42. You talk about this Falcon defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now Gino. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Logan. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it's Lockett. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Smith. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Gino. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Logan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. John Kaminsky able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Logan, caught by London. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. A give to Robinson on the option. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Falcons at 2-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Now 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go play action here on 1st down. This pass is caught by London. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's out of balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knows what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Draymond Jones able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. The throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Logan. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Curry knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Smith. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll begin by running the option. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Robinson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw. Logan.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
They will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So returning first-half field goals will break through on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Gino on 1st down.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He does doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Derek Young, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have regained the lead.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll look to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Looking to throw on second down. Logan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Smith on third down. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And the Seahawks first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, and it's the Saints who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. From there, we...
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
To throw on 2nd down, Logan.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Logan.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They'll stick with Algier.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Back to throw. Logan. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's get that touch.
Looking to throw. Logan firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
through, knocks this one through the post. That gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get a pass rusher second-guessing himself that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And Gino, meanwhile, tossing complete there to Smith and Jigba.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Give to Walker on the lead option. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
3rd and long. It's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Starting the drive with Algier.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Algier with another carry. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Algier, headed right. He'll take it inside the 25.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked. There he goes, left side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series.
That penalty
But
is
the biggest
declined.
one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now Myers for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Trying the left side with Algier. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the give, Algier headed left. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Logan. He finds his man. Complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to have the Falcons 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Algier now up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Handing it off right side, Algier. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Logan. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. They'll try and run for it. Sheds off the tackle. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On the give, it's Algier. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That is caught. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Algier, touchdown, Falcons. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Young. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
A potential field goal if you're thinking about that. Almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Seattle.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Again, it's Walker.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker to put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits 0s.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Myers' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play. They have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 20-17, a minute 8 to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Kyle Pitts, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Back to throw. That's thrown underneath to Algier.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done. And we're done even. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
They find some open field here. And he'll be out right at the 35. 113 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. On 1st down, Logan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. They give to Algier on the option. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Algier gets the toss right. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 26. Now a first throw here in overtime. He hits his target, Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Throwing now is Geno. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now it's Smith.
And oh my goodness, it's incomplete. If he hangs on to that, it's game over. Instead, we play on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Smith's going to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.